Welcome back, everybody. Well, who could forget the electric atmosphere back in 2008 when Governor Sarah Palin wowed the GOP and became a star player in the Republican ranks. This year, though, she has decided not to attend, wanting to give others a chance to shine in the spotlight. And now the governor is working very hard, focusing on key House and Senate races. Governor Palin is joining us live with some thoughts on the convention and also these races that she has been focusing on. Governor, great to have you around. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much. It's always a privilege and a pleasure. Thanks.
Before we get to talking about some of the key races that you're focusing on, I wanted you to see if you could take us back to that moment 4 years ago when you were in the spotlight and that you were picked to be John McCain's running mate. What was it like for you?
It was such an honor and quite a humbling experience to know that Senator John McCain, whom I have great respect and love for, that he would put his faith in me, that I could help him carry a pro-constitutional conservative message to the rest of America, asking them to elect our ticket to help lead the country. Things didn't work out the way that we wanted, but now we have an opportunity to take the country back by supporting Mitt Romney and to support wise new congressional members to get in there and undo a lot of what Barack Obama has done to this country.
You see getting key people elected in Congress as the ticket to making sure some of the issues that you are fighting so hard for make it through the Congress.
Yeah, absolutely. We need a Congress that will commit to repealing Obamacare, which is the mother of all unfunded mandates, the largest tax increase on the middle class in U.S. history. We have to have congressional members who are wise and diligent and are fighters. So I'm making sure to be able to get out there around the country and sometimes support underdogs, those who are underfunded, underrepresented in terms of name recognition and surrogates out there on the political scene, making sure that those who need to be put on the map because their message is the right message and their intentions are right are heard from. I feel like that's kind of my mission right now. So really working hard on those down ballot races.
And some of the candidates like Ted Cruz are people that you support and feel can really deliver this time around.
Yeah, absolutely. And others, too, whom aren't as high profile as a Ted Cruz, for instance, like Monday, instead of being at the convention, I will be working on those down ballot races. I'll be in Arizona on Monday working hard for Kirk Adams. I'll be working with Jeff Flake and Paul Gosar. Those three individuals in the state of Arizona who can be there in Congress to kind of wise it up and to make sure that they are in there, again, as I say, undoing much of what Obama has done to the country in Obama's mission of fundamentally transforming America into something that soon we will not recognize if it keeps up.
And you see the Tea Party taking a major role in all of this in terms of dealing with specific races around the country?
You know, I do, Uma, because the Tea Party, remember, is that grassroots, sincere movement of independent Americans. They're not obsessed with partisanship. They just know that they're taxed enough already. They know that government isn't the answer. Too often it's the problem. So they want to shrink government and make it smarter and make it really as less relevant to us in our lives as possible so that the private sector, our own families, individuals, our small businesses can grow and thrive and prosper again. That's what the Tea Party grassroots effort represents. And yes, absolutely, they will be heard, they will be effective, and really I feel like the Tea Party is just getting going.
All right, Governor, stand by for just a moment because on the other side of the break, we're going to come back and answer some of your questions that you have for us. Here to answer some of our viewer questions. Governor, we've received a slew of questions for you. Lots of people want to connect with you, but we can only get to a few of them. Let's go first to Steve, one of our Twitter followers, who's asking this question. Sarah, do you have any advice to the Romney and Ryan families on how to react to the intense press invasion?
Well, thankfully, Paul Ryan's kids are young enough where I don't think that they're going to have that innocent trust of people in the political arena, that nice oomph kicked right out of them, like my older kids certainly did through the campaign, having seen some manifestations of reasons to distrust people in politics. So I think Paul Ryan's family there, that they'll be just inherently protected. As for Romney's family, you know, they just have to stay true to what they believe in. They know that they need to circle the wagons as a family. It certainly brings a family closer together. They've been through it before, though. Mitt Romney has been running for president for a long time now, so I think they'll all be just fine.
I mean, you certainly know firsthand what it's like to deal with that type of onslaughts. Okay, Mona asked on Facebook, would you consider at any point a viable conservative third party if neither party will move from their current positions, a variety of positions, I suppose, on both sides?
That's a great question. You know, in studying history, look what happened in those mid-1800s when the Whig Party went away and the Republican Party then surfaced because people, the electorate got sick and tired of both parties fighting for power that weren't doing the will of the people. And that's why the Republican Party rose up. So, you know, if history is any indication, it's certainly a possibility at some point if Republicans don't remember what the planks in their platform represent. And the planks in the platform are all about equality. They're about equal opportunity to prosper and thrive in the most exceptional nation in the world. And how do we do that? Through a free market. If Republicans stray too far from that and start becoming more like the liberal left, the Democrats, then wouldn't be surprised if history at some point would repeat itself.
All right, indeed. All right, here's another question from Facebook. Sal asks, Sarah, would you run for governor of Alaska again? Is that in the cards?
You know, I would much rather be able to work on unlocking Alaska's vast resources, the largest state in the Union, so rich in oil and gas and coal and zinc and iron and copper and gold and the world's richest wild seafood fisheries on our planet. I'd rather work on unlocking our resources to help secure our nation, for our solvency, for our sovereignty as a union than being holed up in Juneau again.
Okay. Karen wants to know, when you don't like or trust neither one that's running for president of the U.S., what do you do? Don't vote, right?
No, 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 no. Please don't vote. Let me ask you, man, do me a favor. If this go around you don't know who you dislike more or like more, Romney or Obama, this go around, give Romney a shot, okay? We don't want to repeat the failed policies of President Obama. That's insanity, is to just repeat the same failures over and over again and expect a different result. Obama has proven himself that he doesn't get it. He doesn't get the free market. He doesn't get American exceptionalism, and he won't work towards that American exceptionalism. He had his chance. No hard feelings. Thank you for your service, Mr. Obama. This go around, though, let's give Romney that chance.
All right. Sarah Palin, thank you so much for joining us, answering our viewer questions. Lots of questions, I said, but we only had time to get to a few. But we appreciate you taking the time to focus on what our viewers have to say today. Thank you.
Anytime. Thank you so much. Thanks.